You've probably heard people say that YouTube can change your life, that you can turn it into a business, maybe even a full-time income. I didn't hear any of that when I started. I just started because it looked like fun. I thought it would be a creative outlet since my kids had left the house and I wanted something new to learn. But after spending 2 years behind the camera instead of in front of it, I realized there's a whole other living, breathing organism side to YouTube you need to know about. You see, it's not just about posting videos. It's about building something that works for you long after you hit publish. It can be the most powerful and the most misunderstood business tool out there. That's exactly what I wanted to find out for myself. I'm Dee Dee, and in the past few weeks, I started building this channel not as a hobby, but as a business asset. I'm talking with systems and strategy and mindset, all of it combined. In this video, I want to show you my first week stats, what worked, what didn't work, and share a few lessons I learned. But here's the twist. It's not just about YouTube. It's also about the hard choices that separate the people who dabble from the ones who build something lasting. But let me be clear, there's nothing wrong with dabbling on YouTube. I find a lot of people that use YouTube as their creative outlet for their hobbies. And as I found with my first channel, it can be profitable as well. So before I share my screen with you, I want to share something that I learned. And it's not about posting or numbers or money, but it's about the people. I learned that there are people out there just like me trying to make this YouTube thing work. And the ones I've been meeting with, they're so kind and helpful. I joined a school community, a group membership, and it's been awesome to see so many people working together and reaching out to help each other and help others reach their goals. It's been really heartwarming and refreshing. I really needed that because sometimes I feel like I'm on an island with nobody to ask questions to. Sometimes we just get stuck and need a little help and need a little encouragement. It's really incredible the amount of people that really want to help. So I'm just going to start here by showing you my stats from last week. Let me get into my screen here. All right, so here we are on my channel dashboard. This is the last video that went out. Let's go straight over here to analytics. So I have 102 views with 4.2 watch time hours. So that means I only need to multiply that times 1,000 to get monetized. Plus I'll need 991 more subscribers. So I'm at 9 subscribers. These are all native, organic, except one. One was my daughter. I don't know if she was feeling sorry for me or just really liked my stuff. My first video went out on Wednesday, October 15th. I posted at 11 a.m. I am Eastern Standard Time. My second video went out on Tuesday at 10 a.m. This is when I really want to start having my channel. This is when I want to start posting my videos, is on Tuesdays. And if I can get 2 out, I'll probably do Tuesday and Thursday. So these are the 2 videos that I posted on that first day. The first one was, in that first week, how to film professional YouTube videos with your iPhone. My average view duration was 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Which is, to me, this right here, average view duration 23%, is not great. I did have 72 views. I actually think I have 75. This only updates every 24 hours. The second video, getting comfortable on camera after 50, I have 29 views. This video was very short. It was a little over 7 minutes, so my average view duration is only 1 minute and 36 seconds. Not good enough for people to get all the information they need, for sure. So I really need to research deep and see what I need to change and go from there. Let's go up here and look at content. This will tell me how viewers are finding my content. I did have 2,300 impressions, 3% click-through rate, 3.3. I really need to improve this right here, so that would mean my thumbnails and titles to be a little more clickable. I'm looking for my videos to show up in suggested and browse. These 2 videos are actually really targeted for search, so that did pretty well. 20% came through YouTube search. These are more kind of how-to videos. That's what I mean by search. Somebody putting in the search how to get comfortable on camera or how to film videos with your iPhone. That's probably why I have a good percentage there. The channel pages is actually where people click on my name somewhere and go to my channel. So that's probably coming from my group membership program, maybe my mentorship class. So yeah, so this is pretty good. Can't complain. Didn't really know what to expect. My audience, I don't really have enough data here. Obviously, most of this is going to be new viewers. Eventually, I'd like this to come down to have new viewers, casual viewers, and regular viewers showing up. Obviously, somebody rewatched from one channel, one video to the next. Yeah, there we go. That was my YouTube studio. So these numbers might not look like much to you, but for me, it was actually a win. I won because I didn't set a goal for these numbers. I didn't want to set myself up as a failure, but I didn't go in with low expectations. I went in really not having any expectations. I knew I was going to be happy whatever the outcome I got. If I got no views or subs, I knew it was going to be a learning moment. What did I do wrong, and how can I improve on the next one? So to me, views and subscribers, at this point, they're all a blessing. And once I have more data, I can set goals around, these numbers. So let's talk about what I did right. I feel like my thumbnails were pretty good. My click-through ratio is not great, but I think that could be because there's not that many impressions out there. I feel like I spoke directly to my audience's problems, not just broad topics of YouTube. I talked about, on the first video, I talked about how to get comfortable on camera and how to record with just an iPhone and some of the little things that go along with that. I also started a free subscription to Kajabi so that I could send out my freebie, which is 100 niche ideas for women. I made this freebie in Canva. I got it ready to go. I felt like it looked pretty good. I probably overdid it just a little bit, as we perfectionists have a tendency to do. I had to learn how to screen record so I could show you my stuff, my stats today, and I went with Tela. I tried Tela, Loom, OBS. OBS was really, really difficult for me. I'm not that technical, but I've got some technical knowledge, but that one just blew my brain. So I actually went with Tela, and it was very easy. I mean, I logged in. I think it was $12 a month. I did start a free trial to see if I liked it first, but it was outstanding and super easy. So now let's talk about what I will work on next. I got to finish figuring out Kajabi because that one was really hard. I'm trying to get to where I can record 2 videos a week. I know this week was tough for me. Something always comes up, and I'm sure you know exactly what I mean, because I'm sure you don't have all the free time in the world to sit around and record 2 videos every week and get them edited and get them out to YouTube. So another thing I'll do is engage more in the community that I joined. I want to ask deeper questions of my group in my mentoring class. I want to learn from their mistakes and their struggles. And a group program, y'all, that is a really good place to learn because they ask questions that you probably didn't even know you needed to hear. I mean, for real, I heard some questions like, oh, I never thought about that. So if I can learn not only from my mistakes, but from what others are going through, then I can make better content for you. Now let's talk about the long-term strategy and the money goals. You don't get paid for views, you get paid for strategy. So my first strategy is to try to be myself more. That's really hard to do on camera, but I know with practice, I'll get better. Second, I want to offer something of value or answer questions that my viewers have so that they can have a quick win or a transformation. This will be in the form of a free download. Right now, my freebie is, like I talked about earlier, the 100 niche ideas for women. There's also a quiz, so I made it where it was a little bit easier to figure it out. I'll put the links in my description of all of my videos starting today, since I mentioned it today, and try to mention it in each video going forward. I want to give any information that I have for free. If I show my audience that I'm here to give free advice and real solutions to their problems, they'll keep coming back. And then when I offer to teach a class or coach the lessons I have learned, they'll be willing to sign up for the specific help they need. I'm going to give away as much knowledge as I have for free. So when I posted my first video last week, I felt excitement and hope. I wasn't really nervous. I was just really excited to see what would happen. No what ifs, no stress, just post it. I was really more nervous about turning the camera on and recording myself. And it turned out okay. I mean, it actually made me excited to post the next one. And I've been wanting to get this one out there sooner, but it just took me a little longer due to those things we talked about, learning the new technology and the screen recording and Kajabi, and I had to put in more hours at my other business too. One of my team members, she had a death in her family, so I had to work in her spot. Things will always come up, but we just have to learn to be flexible and work around it. So if you've been scared to start, this is the proof that you need, that you don't have to be perfect. You just need a purpose. And if your purpose is a business, I want to say that I don't know where in the world anybody could start a business today without upfront cost and time commitment. YouTube's an amazing opportunity where it allows anybody to start a channel completely free. I mean, that's free marketing. But if you want to be successful and have a thriving business, you need to be prepared for the time commitment and eventually some expenses that will pop up. You have to invest in your business and in yourself if you want to be profitable. Let me share with you a little bit about my business history. I started in business over 30 years ago. In those 30 years, I started 4 businesses. I sold my first one after 10 years. 2 others that I quit when it got hard, and I didn't know where to get help. I failed at those 2, completely, utterly. But I started my current business in 2007. It's still ticking because I used the first 3 as learning experiences. I didn't just sit down in the valley of death. I walked right on through it. None of these ventures were free or easy, so be prepared for a ton of hard work and sacrifice. I put in long hours and a ton of effort, and I'm expecting big returns one day. So when you think about starting this YouTube thing, you need to know why. It might be as a hobby to have an outlet for your creativity. Maybe you want to get out of your 9 to 5. Maybe you need money for retirement. I mean, I know I do. You might even need to make some money just to pay off your bills every month. Whatever your motivation is, it's not going to be easy. YouTube is hard. You have to choose your hard. Hard is being stuck in a 9 to 5. Watching your years slip by while your dreams stay just out of reach. Hard is not having enough money to retire and wondering how you'll make ends meet when you can't work anymore. Hard is staying exactly where you're at right now, knowing that deep down, nothing's going to change unless you do something different. But as Coach Kirby Smart says, choose the hard that leads to greatness. You're going to face hard either way. The question is, which one are you choosing? The hard of discipline and growth, or the heart of regret and missed opportunity? Staying where you are feels safe, but it's hard too. It might even be the hardest of all, because the outcome of not choosing the right hard is a future filled with what ifs and if onlys. It's reaching the end of your working years and realize you could have built something more. It's looking back, seeing all the moments that you chose comfort over progress, and knowing that comfort came at the price of your potential. The heart of action builds the life you want. The heart of inaction builds regret. Both are hard, but only one leads to greatness. Can I tell you that when I started my business now in 2007, the hardest decision in this whole 18 years that I've owned this business, the hardest decision I ever made was having to move away from my hometown to move 200 miles away to start this business. I lived near my parents, I lived near my grandparents, my aunts, my uncles. My church was right down the road that I had been to all my life. My kids were in school, had friends that they didn't want to leave, and I knew my mom was going to be devastated. And that's exactly what happened. But I knew I had to choose the hard road if I wanted to see success. If I wanted to give my kids things that I didn't have when I was growing up and more opportunities, I chose hard. Yes, my mother was devastated. And today this video makes it even a little bit harder for me because today would have been her birthday. She died suddenly 2 years ago. So this one's for you, Mom. Happy birthday up there in heaven. Whew. Okay, so starting a YouTube channel is the easy part. Hard is making videos consistently. Hard is growing and nurturing your community. Hard is learning the technology. Hard will come in so many forms, but the rewards are massive. I'm excited about those rewards and watching my channel grow while engaging with my community and one day maybe earning a profit makes the hard that I choose and chose all worth it. If you want to follow my journey and learn how to build your own YouTube channel as a business, subscribe and join me here each week. I'm going to be showing you the basics of how to get started and my numbers along the way. Or just comment, I'm starting too, so we can cheer each other on. But choose your hard. I'm rooting for you. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.